Well, good day there, lads. It's time for some more Blood Bowl action here. It's been a bit of a day, hasn't it? Well, what with being, Remembrance Day and all, bless them all. I did my stint too, so they wonder why I've got such a fine collection of scars now. I ended up in the Great White North in the end. Well, that's a story for another telling, lads. So let's go celebrate the good old-fashioned way here. Let's have a bit of a game. Back to the BBPN. And here they all go. Alright, BBPN, good day here. Welcome back to Blood Bowl here. Yes, finally, gotta show you what's going on the pitch. Didn't want to show you just how bad the bloody snow was. Thank you all much for joining us in today. So, let's see what craziness has happened here. Yes, it is season number 1. And of course, we are bringing you live coverage coming up here from one of the degraded divisions here. Now, Corn already had their turn, and everyone else gets to wait. So, who have we got today? Yeah, you got it. It's the Blitzburg Bumblebees against... Wait, which one is this one here? Well, he's one of the Chaos teams, isn't he? Metropolis Mayhem. That's a great name, I've got to admit. So, Chorfs versus... Yeah, in case you really can't tell, they really are Dark Elves. And it's a bloody blizzard. You swear you're in goddamn winter pain. Yes, I know it's called something else, but everyone else who's been around there or based there, we call it winter peg. For good bloody reason. Let's turn this around here. So, Chorfs versus Dark Elves. Ought to be an interesting match. The Blizzard is going to make GFIs a little bit trickier here. It might even slow the Ball Centaurs a bit. But let's see how the game actually goes here. There is the big kick. Okay, look, perfect defense, of course. Oh, well, that's going to make life interesting, isn't it? You can see very quickly here, yeah, Dark Elves, cleverly enough, decide, suck it, Dwarves, suck it, Lawn, suck it hard. They're not going to let 4 of them get a free shot in. They start to put 3 on the line, so this goes all to their favour here. And everyone else here sits here and does the containment. Now, just so you know, it's brand new and fresh, so no one's got skills. So, of course, remember, Dwarves, their typical skills, lots and lots of block. He does have the one Witch Elf here. As you can see, he does have 1, 2, 3 blitzes here for Dark Elves. Then lots and lots of line. As you can see here, he does have the Fame. They're cheering him on. And over here, there is an Apothecary here. So the Chorfs decided, you know what, we want an Apothecary. And you notice, yep, doesn't have a big guy today. Well, Chorfs, there's a lot of argument that they don't really need the bloody big guy. In fact, there's some good fisting in the front. As we're saying, there's been some argument here. The Chorfs don't really need the big guy. In fact, it actually ruins up their game. They have a game. Yes, their game is hurting everyone. And I can hear you all going, but what's wrong with that, Biggs? Yeah, well, it's your style. Chorfs are well known here, because what do the Dwarves do? Oh, look, they get mutation, they buy Claw, they buy Piling On, yada schmada schmada. There's also lots and lots of talk. Like, how about you try and pick up the ball? Well, try that again, Sunshine. No? Not gonna happen?
Your pain shall be legendary.
Once the coach gets his hands on you, oh, it's gonna be legendary. But, is that a safe move? You know what? Why'd you spend the reroll? This is my honest question to the coach here. Because the Elves can't get to it, so why spend the reroll? It's not critical. You might need that reroll later. So now already you're down, of all things, 2 rerolls. Well, down 1, but you're going to need it later on. Boy, can you tell I got well and truly junk at Remembrance Day ceremonies? What do you expect? Apparently they like a man in uniform. Alright, here we go. Nice good chain hit by the Dark Elves here, because they're trying to contain the Dwarves. Contain the Dwarves. You know how you contain them? You stuff them in an iron cake, and then put the lid on. Alright. So the Dark Elves here. Good, decent penetration. A bit of a threat here, and as you note, this is as far as he got. He's not getting the ball, lad, okay? Alright, now the Chorfs actually have to pay attention to this one here. And step one, they gotta start getting rid of some of this, you know, deep penetration. That's what my sister complains about every Friday night. Alright, Chorfs are bringing a couple more players back just in case things go completely wrong, because what could possibly go wrong? And anyone who's watched these broadcasts know, yes, there's an impressive list of what can actually go wrong. Alright. Well, he generally has things covered, however, you know, if you like your AG4, he can't get away with it. Meanwhile, he has to stand these lads up. Don't worry, he'll not come back down again. That's quite alright. He's taking advantage of the fact he's got block all up and down. See, look, he's actually got the ball. That's the small thing some days. Now the Dark Elves are now going to come skirting in here to try and, you know, give them what for. There we go, block on block. Fortunately, it is one of the Dark Elf blitzes, because you do realise here, yeah, it's a lot of linemen. So 1 in 9, not his friend right now. If you're the Chorfs, of course, typical dwarf, you got block, you tend to risk a lot more one-die blocks than your opponent does. Why? Well, it's because you stop with block. Also helps you stop with tackle. See, this is why many have complained about how, you know, devastating the dwarves are. Why are they better on a Chorf team than on the dwarf team? The discussion is because these lads have access to mutation. And that sums it up. Okay? Also, the hobgoblins are dirt cheap and have access to general skills. That's a big thing. Fun fact for you paying attention out there. And there's a good one! And there goes the early apothecary. Well, that's going to make life absolutely wonderful. Yep, meanwhile, as for the Dark Elves, very delighted with that result there. It's burned your apothecary out early. Now, admittedly, you look at the casualty roll here, it was just to badly hurt. But he, at this point here, notice he's got no reserves. He figures he can't afford to be out this player for the game. So he burns the apothecary and hopes nothing really bad happens later on. Because, well, that's never gone wrong, has it? And anyone who's watched the broadcast knows everything goes wrong. As we were saying, as the Chorfs continue their assault here, well, good solid fisting right on the sidelines here. Nah, he's just going to take a nap for a while. When the Chorfs first came out here, they are considered one of the most remarkably unbalanced races that ever came out of Games Workshop. Here's why, lads. Guess how much the rerolls used to be? 50k. I'm serious. It used to be absolutely dirt cheap. Yeah, that was a bit of an unbalance, so Chorfs dominated. They still technically do dominate quite a bit, though not as much as they used to. Speaking of, there's an easy little failed dodge. Well, it's nothing critical, and he gets a stun. The other misprint, though, is the hobgoblins. Here's why, lads. The hobgoblins in all the Blood Bowl lore are the stupidest players in the game. 100% the stupidest players. Because of that, every single hobgoblin is supposed to come with really stupid. So why does this make them really interesting? Well, it's because when you have the pure hobgoblin team, they all have, I said, really stupid. And really stupid cannot help really stupid. So it's all, yes, a pure hobgoblin team only moves 50% of the time. The rest of the time they lose their tackle zones and just stand there. It's rather funny that. The Chaos Dwarves get hobgoblins, but because of a misprint, they don't have really stupid. And they've never corrected it. I'm bloody serious, lads. It's never been corrected. Because, well, imagine the uproar. You're stuck with it now is the answer. You ever want to truly balance? Nice shot.
Okie dokie Loki.
But if you ever truly want to balance the hobgoblins, give them back the really stupid, don't change anything else, and you will suddenly see the Chorfs become the team they're really supposed to be. But they're never going to do that because, face it, Chorfs are the most popular team for dominating tournaments. Speaking of,
Your skills are inferior.
Well, they are indeed, but it is only a KO. That is, I hate to admit it, disappointment there by the Chorfs, because by this point here, turn 4, let's face it, hammer time, we'd like to be hammering in a couple of casualties. And they're not happening. In fact, he's had to apothecary his own. Not exactly his plan, was it? Meanwhile, there's a skull, and there's a good kick to your backside. Oh well.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Didn't work out, did it? Okay, well, the Dark Elves, they've got some work to do. And immediately they decide, you know what, there's the dreaded 1 in 9. So told you that was probably going to happen. It's so many damn line elves. It's got to get back. Mind you, this does is what make, I would say, early games rather interesting. Because there's so few skills available, except for, you know, these sucking dwarves. But, like I said, this snow's going to prove a problem. Look at the GFI modifier, a 1 or 2. He doesn't want GFI much, does he? So a good Dark Elf player is going to keep this a mobile game. Speaking of...
Grass grows, birds fly, sun shines, and brother, I hurt people.
No, he's hurt him alright. He's even gotten away with a stun. And yeah, here we go. This is a smart move. He's made it clear. And here comes the sweetheart. It's a bit of a risk. But you know what? It's early days, early season, and he gets away with the 2 red dice afterwards. That was a jolly good, highly aggressive play, and it pays off. Dividends there. Good time. Good coach. Mind you, that's what all the ladies down at the brothel do call him all the time. He's always a good time. Speaking of... Oh, you mean how I know that? Have you seen his receipts he claims for taxes? Apparently his write-off for miscellaneous is impressive. See, now you're realising why this blizzard's so bad for the Chorf team. Mind you, that's a good one there.
No! No! The horror! The horror!
Oh, quit crying, you bleeding baby. It's only a stun. Well, now the hobgoblins have had to get into the scrum, and that's not normally what you want to do, especially for Chorfs. It's basically these bloody bastards want to do. And yeah, another fun fact, still, one of the continuous biggest complaints about the Chorfs in Blood Bowl 2 is where's the hats. No, absolutely serious, it's been tradition for so long, the Chorfs have extremely tall hats. And guess what, they don't have them. Oh well, so much for that play.
Holy dooly!
Oh, don't complain, yeah. At this point here, I would say I was actually smart. He failed, chose not to re-roll it. It's a 1 in 9. You save the re-roll. Because here it is, turn 6, and look where the ball is. Way down here. This is not where he wants to be. He's got no re-rolls. Alright, Chorfs, you've got to be seriously looking at actually trying to score. Come on, come on. This lad needs to be down here. Not there, here. You're 2 squares short, lad. Really? Alright. So, with no rerolls, you're going to have him do all the running. Alright, we'll see how that works out. Meanwhile, on the sidelines...
Surprise, motherfucker!
Well, it's a KO. But don't worry, he can always come back here. If you're the Dark Elves, you're pretty happy. Oh, look! Owie! Hands off! Hands off the merchandise. Ah, there's a good double KO, and well, there they go.
Get over here!
It's a KO to the Dark Elves. And no effect. So notice here, quite the cathedral's being built, 3 KOs. However, if you're the Dark Elves, do you care? Well, not really, those players can come back. And you have burned his apothecary out, so well done. And alright, let's see how he plays this here. This is an interesting move. I do admit, can it work? Yes, yes it can. Good solid punch. And yeah, he does come in, now he marks things up. Now, the remaining players here come tucking in. Now, if he's smart, and you see he is, bit of a dodge away and piss the dwarves off. Because he's AG4, what could possibly go wrong? Yes, you've heard that one before, haven't you? Oh well, so he makes the jump up attack. And the last dodge away works flawlessly. Comes on over. See, told you. Yeah, 2 squares in the wrong spot, lad. Well, Chorfs can still get out of this one here, but they have to be willing to do something crazy. Now, is crazy driving the bus, or is crazy cashing his checks? Let's find out. Now, it all depends. If this coach is still on the dole or not. Alright, coming in. If in doubt, he's going to get some good solid fistings in, because that's wrong with a fisting. Yes, I can hear you cringing at that suggestion. Alright, there's the blitz away. He does get it, but now where you going, Twinkle Toes? You know it's turn 7. No, seriously, you know this is turn 7. Well, I don't think he's scoring then. Meanwhile, bit of a gamble there. He does get the 1 die hit. And he got him.
Yay!
And yeah, you can see it's another bell rung. Well, that's going to make life absolutely exciting. You know, you need to do a bit more of that, though, unfortunately. I guess we're waiting for the Dark Elves. So, this much, let's face it, the drive has been stalled. That is a success for the Dark Elves. Mind you, it's what the cathedral they've built. Now, if they can actually get another casualty, they'd be pretty delighted. At this point, they'd even take a KO. Alright, come around the outside. It's not a bad move. Dodges away. Yeah, now you see what he's going to do. Focus his fire and try and get rid of another ball center. And it's not a bad move. Good solid kick to the side. And he's off and running. And meanwhile, it brings another play out because who doesn't want to punch a hobgoblin right in the face? Well, he got a good kick in. Does he get him? Yes, he does. And that is a quick KO. Well, if that stays out, he will take that. That is going to be looking like it here so far. Here we go, it's turn 8. Chorfs. Well, now they actually want to thin things out. Here they go.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Yeah, what gets me, I don't know which coach is yelling that one. It's either one. From the Chorfs viewpoint, they like to get a fucking casualty, and people, you know, from the Dark Elves viewpoint, okay, this is starting to get ridiculous here. You've got St. Paul's Cathedral over here. Had so many bells rung. And now he cages the ball up. Why? No, seriously, why? What point? Here's his answer. It's this little fucker right here. That's his reason. Because if somehow these bastards get the ball, they can score. I'm serious. Alright, well, Dark Elves. Elf dickery at its best. I guess see if they can actually pull this one off. Yeah, there we go. Crazy cage dive. He even gets it. And he's even got him.
Thanks for standing still, wanker.
And look where the ball ended up. It's bounced outside. He's trying to pick up. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Desperation. Does he get it? He's got it. He runs away. There it is. He's bloody in. He's bloody in. And that was it. That is quite the score there. And that is quite the upset. 1-0 on the defense. A touchdown he didn't see coming out of anywhere. This halftime, of course, is brought to you by Stilett, the best a Dark Elf can get. Well, that's going to put the Chorfs in a bit of a problem. They're going to have to be extra aggressive as the lads come out of the locker room there. So let's take a look here from the Chorfs viewpoint here. Guess what? They've got a KO'd hobgoblin. Frankly, they don't fucking care. But here's the grim part. Because of the bloody blizzard, guess what? That's one of your few players that can actually move 6. So that only gives you, yes, you've got it, 4 players at their top speed who can chase down the slowest Dark Elves. As for the Dark Elves, though, this is impressive. They still have 3 KOs. However, as you can see underlining here, that is the one result that matters there. 1-0. Very well played. Bit of a risk, and now you see why he saved that reroll, just in case. Risk is the business, lads, and that gamble play paid off. Hey, look! Free reroll!
Work, work.
Well, not that he complains. Okay. Alright, so a bit of the fun on the front line here. If you're the Dark Elves, you are frankly not in too much of a rush. You just got to get a player or two free and get the ball down there. Score 2-0, and you've probably got it in the basket. Well, that's what everyone keeps telling people. That's what I tell the hookers all the time. Put the freaking lotion in the freaking basket. Wait, that's cord, isn't it? Anyway. There we go. Well, it's a pretty solid assault there. Well done. Good fisticuffs, and he's taken everyone down. Now, here's the fun part. Does he actually want to try and blitz a hole through? And he's certainly thinking about it. Push me, push you. Well, it's a sod off. And he moves his play, and it looks like his commitment here is probably go this way. Alright, what could go wrong here? See? Absolutely nothing. Moves on up. Not too worried about the GFIs because, well, obvious reasons. Apparently Nuffle's got dandruff right now. Alright, well, Chorfs would love to go toss the caber with him, but that's not happening so far. Bit of a move around, and yes, they have to try and screen things up. Now, admittedly, they do have the numbers, so this shouldn't be too hard. However, because the score, like I said, I had a lot to drink today, lads, alright? Yeah, candidly, let's just say this. I got home. So my lads in my unit didn't. Alright? So, drinking to them, lads. Good solid blitz. Turns the corner. This is a pretty good move. However, if he does get free, life gets interesting. Alright, Dark Elves. A bit of conservative, but when you've got this few players and a lead, you do want to be very careful. You don't want the Chorfs to actually steal the ball. So far, good solid play there. There's a good solid punch. Clears that up, frees another play up, gives him another 2 dice here. Push me, push you. So far, solid play. And now, here's where he's got a couple of options here. He's going to try and take care of the dwarf here. Well, take care as in not bloody do anything and hand the sucker a drink. Well, maybe that works. The Potts gets away with it. Moves the ball up, and then he changes his mind. Well, not the first time I've done that. I do that every time I try to figure out do I need to take a piss or not. Okay. So, Chorfs, as you can see here, still 2 rerolls on the board here. They're going to try and clear things up. Again, only KO, so this has been kind of frustrating if you're the Chorf coach. You'd really like to see something a little more solid on turn 10. However, pressure is on. They do need to, quite frankly, go and get this fucking ball. Speaking of... Well, he did knock him over. That's good.
Crap!
Yeah, that's the expression there when he doesn't get a casualty out of it, though. Alright, all that ball and a package of crisps on its way, and there you go. Power of dwarf, power of blocking, power of a good fisting. And... how does he feel about him being a free safety? Oh, he's going to commit. He's going to commit here. Oh, risks the GFI because he does have the sure feet. He's pushing it a wee bit. Alright. So what can the Dark Elves do? Frankly, go this way might be the plan. After they burn a reroll here because of the 1 die block, trying to make something happen. Now, players up. Crazy's on the boss. He does get a push. Now, does he run? No, he doesn't. And down he goes.
Run, cowards!
Well, that is the break the Chorfs did need. He fails it on the 1. He even stuns himself in the process, and now life is about to get a whole lot more interesting, isn't it? Well, what do you do? Good solid punch. Alright, that breaks a good eligible Chorf to move on in. Meanwhile, he's throwing a couple more blocks. Push me, push you. Alright, news button lad. You've got to take him out. Now he's got him marked in. And, well, I don't know why he's doing this block. Congratulations. Instead of going after the bulkhead here, you've taken yourself out.
Oh my.
Yeah, like I said, that was not exactly a good plan. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, that's what happens in early days when you don't have skills on a lot of these players except for the dwarves. And of course, like I said, he would have probably gone over the top, except for this damn thing. Elves, in dodge they trust, and off he goes right side. I think he's just going to take the ball and run. Wouldn't you? Run like you stole it, lad. Run like you stole it. That's what the police tell me every time I get in the back of a car. Alright, Chorfs, turn 12. What you got in store here? Push me, push you. There's a good solid push. Mind you, if you're the Chorfs, that's not what you want. You want something a little more spectacular. Well, that's not it. You know, at this point here, you're going to be getting absolutely frustrated. You know, yes, you're getting the odd break, but it's all KOs and stuns, nothing else. And what, you thought I was going to jinx it? No, it's not changing. Alright, now he has to make up for this slight mistake here. He has to get players around here somewhere. Well, uses the dwarf here to clear this one out. Starts bringing this one player back, only moves the 6. And that's...
Crap!
exactly why you don't like Blizzard. You can see that first one was a 2. Alright, Dark Elves. Pure and simple. Clear the road, run. And you can see he's off and running indeed.
Run, bitch! Run!
More players dodging away here. He's trying to put up some kind of screen. Again, normally this would be a little bit dangerous. However, again, as you can see, the Blizzard's having a massive effect in this game. It's changed it that your speed 6 is deadly against the Chorfs. Yes, even with sure feet. Gets away with the dodge. And he's actually managed to lock the player up. Well done indeed. Chorfs turn 13, and it looks like this game is getting completely out of reach. Push me, push you. Re-rolls it because at this point he's got to get something down here. There's a solid punch. Keeps on running. Do you do the GFI? No, he does not. Well, he doesn't trust the dice. Would you at this point? Yes, I know, early days. But now you have to start to think, do you start risking the business here? Oh dear, I think he's up to something a little rash. See, this is one thing everyone loves about, you know, the bloody hobgoblin. Since they have access to general, you know, unlike a certain other particular, you know, team that has the name Goblin in it. Yeah, here we go. And he's going to go and give him, you know, a good boot to the face. Yeah, he got him. He kicked him all right. Unfortunately, Constable Ed is back on the case, cap and all, and you get off the pitch for your dirty lying ways. And that's what you rightfully get for fouling a successful player. Look, it's not my fault you can't do casualties the old-fashioned way, alright? Oh, well, he's going to be rethinking his ways for a while there. And meanwhile, as the Dark Elves turn 14, there's no need to go too far. But, of course,
Your skills are inferior.
you know, it's always great when you drop it. Oh, well, he does have it now. And now he can finally get moving. Yes, I can feel the excitement too, you know. Well, he had nothing better to spend the reroll. So far, he hasn't needed one this whole drive, except for that one little incident. And the freebies come in pretty handy. And the rest of the Dark Elves very sensibly dodge away. No need for a foul, because they actually know what good, clean Blood Bowl is all about. Alright, Chorfs. Well, after that little speech, the Chorfs would actually like to get a casualty. Can they finally break the... No, they can't. Every time we say that, you think I'm jinxing it. Nah, it's just not the way the game's going. Oh, look! Let's put the boot back in again. Because that didn't work. Let's try this again. And you stunned him. You know, not to put a little fine tune on it there, but... You know, don't you think you're just a little bitter? No, not really? Okay. That's pretty much a credo here at the BBPN. Alright, let's carry this one on here. And there we go. It's an easy score. And it looks pretty good here. Yeah, well, that's celebration indeed. They have done a great job and they have earned it so far today. 2-0 in their first game. It's a good start for the Blitzburg Bumblebees. They're making life miserable. As for the Chorfs, it's going to be back to the drawing board indeed. Just take a look at this. That's basically what you've produced. Well, you do have 2 turns. You can get back on the board, lad. I just didn't say it was a guarantee. And meanwhile, congratulations. Your ejection has definitely come back to haunt you. It's only a few movement 6 players, and the other one, well, that must have been one hell of a little kick to his nose. Okay. He stacks the solid left. He is going to go for the score. Here we go. Here's the kick. And what we got? Oh, look, it's another free reroll, of course. Because like he needs it. All right. There's a punch. There's a push. Yes, I'm allergic to a casualty-free game, aren't I? Alright, dwarves just want to hit something. Anything, they don't care. There it is, finally! What, I'm excited. We've been waiting all day. Thank you, turn 15. We finally got one. Yes, it's only a badly hurt. I don't care, it's a casualty. You take what you can get. And... oh, God.
I'm going to gut you like a Cornish game hen.
Some days you can't win for trying there. At least you got another win in spawning position. This is not going to be easy, though. Pick up ball, get ball to him, ball gets to him. It's easy, they're only AG2, right? Right. Meanwhile, there we go.
I approve.
Just a stun. Well, what you're expecting is beating up on a dwarf. It's hard to take dwarves out. It's that thicker than hell fucking armor. Push me, push you. And the Dark Elves, they're doing quite a remarkable job today. They see it. They're not going to let this one through. Good play. Comes over the top. Just in case it fails. Decides he's going to burn the reroll. Why not?
Clench the butt cheeks.
Yes, he does. Well, that shuts him down. There's no score coming back. You might as well kick a dwarf because that's what you do.
Settle it in smash!
Yeah, he does. Turn 16. Well, all the hopes are gone, so quite frankly, fuck the ball. And let's go hit things. Because, you know, what's wrong with hitting things? Hitting things is a fine tradition in this league. Solid uppercut, down he goes, and yeah, it seems to be so far, yeah, par for the course here. The dwarves aren't just getting any result here. Alright, try this again. Hey, there we go. Sigh.
Shenanigans! Shenanigans! Shenanigans!
Well, I know the Chorf coach is calling it, and there he goes. And there's your final result there. Coming out of this one here, 2-0 is your score. Looks like the Dark Elves have pulled this one out here over the Chorfs. Chorfs are going to have to regroup, regather, and figure out what's wrong with their punching things. Might have to take a couple of lessons from Jim Sterling's son. Well, as for the Dark Elves, you did a pretty good job. I would be pretty impressed, and we'll see how they continue on in the rest of the league. Oh, well, let's take a look what's going on the rest of around the BBPN today. We'll see if we get another cast in today. As the rest of you, Nuffle, bless your dice.